Zach Braziller with the New York Post with Armen and Levack on 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. He's in L.A., the headline in Albany. We're worried about our Will Brown, man. You have been the one to break the news on Will Brown interviewing with both Fordham and George Mason. What's the latest with the Will Brown situation?
I don't know if he was offered a Fordham job, he would take it. It's a very, very, very tough job. You know, they're looking around. They're interviewing the Rider coach, Kevin Baggett. There are plans to interview Stony Brook coach Steve Pickell. There have been talks about Robert Morris coach Andy Poole. It doesn't seem like it's a job that's necessarily going to be done in the next day or so. So I think it's going to take a little time. I mean, I think Will's a great coach. I mean, we've obviously seen what he's done at Albany, leading them to the last 3 NCAA tournaments. He's known as someone who does more with less. I think if George Mason was offered, I think that's a job that he would definitely take. Fordham, I've heard different things. I don't know if he would take the Fordham job. It's a very difficult job. I mean, you're the Atlantic 10, which is now a brutal conference. You know, their facilities are old. It's a very hard place to win there. A lot of people think Fordham needs to change conferences, move to either the Patriot League where they used to play it or the MAC to really be a consistent winner. If I had to guess, I would doubt he would take Fordham, but I know he would. I'm very confident he would take George Mason if he could get it.
Are those the only two schools right now that are sniffing around after Will Brown?
That's what you hear. That's what I've been told. Those are the two places he's interviewed. Right now, those are the two schools. If I'm an Albany fan, I would be concerned about.
Zach Braziller of the New York Post. He's been all over the Will Brown candidacy and others as well. Any head coaching college position in the country, Zach Braziller is all over it at NYPost_Brazil on Twitter. Zach, are you surprised that Will Brown has been here for 14 seasons and hasn't been plucked out of Albany yet?
Yeah, I mean, but I also think he's a smart guy. He knows what he has there. He knows he's got a stable situation. He knows he has a chance to make the tournament every year. Obviously, he's been treated very well by the school's higher ups. So while I'm a little surprised, I'm not that stunned. And also, you have to look at his success. He's been more successful lately. Obviously, with the NCAA tournament burst the last 3 years. So now he's becoming more of a popular name. When you make the tournament, people notice. I think it's going to be hard for Albany to keep him for very much longer. Will, you know, he's a very respected coach, you know, not just in the Northeast, but all over. Everyone knows how good of a coach he is. That Albany team was not expected to win the league this year, as we all know, and they had a tremendous season. And look at their first round NCAA tournament game. I mean, they gave Oklahoma a really tough game. Now Oklahoma's in the Sweet 16, and people think they have a shot to make the Final Four. You know, if Albany got a better draw, they could have won their first round game. I think everyone knows how good Will Brown is, and if I'm Albany, I'm crossing my fingers because I wouldn't expect him to be there that much longer. If he does stay, it probably won't be more than a few more years. I mean, he's definitely seen as a rising star in the coaching profession. I know a lot of Fordham fans would love to have him. That's a name people are pretty high on, fans and, you know, obviously people in the profession.
So, Zach, one of the things we were hearing was it would be either Fordham, George Mason, or Albany would have to give like a coach for life kind of contract to Will Brown. You're saying even if it's not this year, it's coming.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know exactly what Will's thinking. But, you know, that's usually how these types of things work as well. Does he want to be at Albany forever? I can't say that. I do think there's a possibility he re-ups and gets a very nice contract extension, and maybe he's at Albany for the next 3 or 4 years.
Zach Braziller, New York Post at NYPost_Brazil. Follow him. It's worth it, baby, especially this time of year. He is in the zone. Zach, I appreciate your time, man. Don't be surprised if we continue to bug you a little bit in the future as the Will Brown candidacy continues to heat up. And thank you so much for your time today, man.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks.